Hi guys, so today I'll be creating this makeup tutorial for you. This is inspired by the Kim Kardashian's makeup look which she wore to the Cannes 2016 Film Festival. Ever since I saw the makeup on Mario's Instagram, who is the makeup artist for Kim Kardashian, I was completely obsessed. I think he did a fantastic job and I was dying to recreate this look for you guys. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. So I'll start off by priming my face using the Smashbox primer water. Next, since this is a red carpet look and we want to look all dewy and glowy like we have lit from within glow, I'll be using the Neod's Photography Fluid Opacity 12%. This is very similar on the lines of MAC Strobe Cream, but this has more of a golden undertone. Next, for the base, I'm using the Urban Decay's All Nighter Waterproof Foundation, and I'm mixing a little bit of face oil with that so that just to give a very dewy and healthy glow. This foundation can be very matte, and since it's full coverage, I just wanted it to have a little bit of more dewiness in it. So to blend the foundation out, I'll be using as usual a damp beauty blender. As you guys know, I love this thing. So for the eye makeup, we'll start by priming our eyelids using the MAC's Paint Pot in the shade Soft Ochre. This is my favorite eyeshadow primer of all time. I use it in all my tutorials and I absolutely love it. Next, for the crease shade, we'll be using this Matte Evans eyeshadow from the Balm's Meet Matrimony palette. I absolutely love the Balm's eyeshadows, especially their mattes. They're so buttery and soft and easy to blend. The shade is a very neutral brown. It's not very warm, it's not very orangey, and it's not very cool toned either. So it's perfect for transition shade in this look. So just go back and forth. I believe I'm using Sigma fluffy blending brush over here. I will leave down the details of the brushes down below in the description box for you guys. Next, we'll be using one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. It's Interrupted by MAC, and this is a very mustardy, yellowy brown. It does look very disgusting color in the pan, but trust me, it is one of the best transition shades out there. If you look at the Kim Kardashian's makeup, there is a lot of yellow and warm tones in her crease, and by using this eyeshadow you will get the same look. You'll get that really yellow and warm tones coming out in the crease without making it look very orangey. I'm using the same brush from Sigma and just keep going back and forth until the desired color is built up in your crease. This will take some time, so don't lose your heart and just keep going back and forth and slowly build it up. Next, we'll be going with this dark brown shade. It's called Matte Wood, and this is from the Balm palette, and I'm just using a very tightly packed dense brush because we want to smoke it out at the outer corners and not bring it in. So deposit the shade right in the outer corners, and whatever is left on the brush, just slightly bring it in. We don't want to have a lot of smokiness, in the middle of the crease, just at the outer corner. So just go back and forth, keep building the shade. As you see, we don't want to take the shade too high in the crease, so keep it just below the crease and in the crease and not too high. If you see in the makeup of what Kim is wearing, she really did not have a lot of smokiness in her crease, but only on the outer corners. Now again, using the same Sigma's fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take MAC's Uninterrupted eyeshadow again and just smoke it out even further. At this time, I'll be taking the eyeshadow a little bit above my crease to bring that really pretty warm glow to the eyes. So for the lid, I'm using this pigment from MAC and it's in the shade Vanilla. This is one of my favorite pigments ever because it's not too shimmery and it's not too matte either. It's just the perfect shade. And if you look Kim Kardashian's makeup, she had something on her eyelids but not too shimmery and not too matte either. So here we are just going to use the blending brush just to make sure that there are no harsh edges and the look looks very seamless. Now using any kohl pencil, make sure it's a smudgeable one. Draw a thin winged eyeliner on your upper lash line. Make sure the liner is super thin because in the Kim's makeup tutorial, I don't really see a very elaborate thick liner on her eyes, but she does definitely have some definition to her eyes, and this will just give us that. Now using any flat smudger brush, this is from MAC, I believe it's the 212. Smudge out the upper black winged liner that we did. Now just be very careful in smudging this out because we really don't want to smoke it out right now, but we just want to smudge out the lines to make it a bit more soft. Next, using any gel liner, I'm using the one from Inglot and clearly you can see it is well loved. It is one of my favorite eyeliners ever. I'm just drawing a very thin line on my upper lash line just to make sure there is absolutely no gap between the lashes and my eyeshadow over there. Next, using the same gel liner, I am lining the waterline of my eyes as well as the lower lash line. This is one of my favorite eyeliners to do this with because it's very jet black and once it sets, it does not budge at all. So now for the fun part, using a smudger brush and a black eyeshadow, smudge out the lower lash line. For this you can use any black eyeshadow that you have in your collection. I am using the one from Meet Matrimony palette from The Balm. Now to smoke out the lash line even further, we'll be using the same brown eyeshadow that we used to smoke out the outer corners of our eye to smoke out the lower lash line even further. If you see the makeup from Kim Kardashian, her lower lash line is smoked completely, and don't be afraid to take it a little bit lower as well because that's just going to give you the look that we are going for. So just go back and forth till the line softens and you have a complete blown out look. Also make sure to connect the line on with the winged liner on top. This is just going to smoke out even further, and don't be afraid to take it all the way to the inner corners to the outer corner. Now using the same brush that we used previously, we're just going to make sure that everything is seamlessly blended. Now we are just following the same steps for the other eye. So for the brow bone highlight, I'm using Becca's Moonstone highlighter. It is a very neutral toned highlighter. It's not too warm and it's not too pink, and I think it's perfect for this look. Next, for our under eye concealing, I'm using the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. This is again one of my favorite concealers. I am in the shade medium dark neutral. I will be highlighting as well. This does not give me much of an highlight, but it just brightens up the skin and makes everything look very even toned. Next, to set my under eye concealer, I am using again one of my favorites, the RCMA's No Color Powder. Now I already did my false eyelashes off the camera because it just takes me ages to put on false eyelashes. But here I am using the L'Oreal's Voluminous Carbon Mascara on the lower lash line, as well as just to tie my real lashes with the falsies. So for my contour, I'm using the Benefits Hoola bronzer. This is again one of my favorite bronzers or contouring powder of all time. Kim had a really distinct contour, so that's what we are going for. I'm doing a little bit on a heavier side. So we'll be using the same bronzer for our jawline, as well as to bronze the perimeter of our face. So since Kim had a really distinct contour, we are just going to clean up the contour by using the RCMA No Color Powder just below the contour, and this is just going to make everything really sharp. So usually I don't really contour my nose. I don't like to contour my nose, but since this is a red carpet look and Kim definitely had a contoured nose, so I'm just going to lightly contour my nose to make it appear a little bit slimmer. So for blush, Kim, I don't really think she had a lot of color on her cheeks. I think it was very natural, very mauvey toned. So for this look, I'm going for Tarte's blush in the shade Exposed. I think it is absolutely perfect for this look. Again, for the highlighter, Kim really did not have too much of highlight going on. In fact, her face was quite flat. But I really wanted to give something, so I'm using Becca's Opal, but very light-handed. So for lips, Kim really did not have too much of color. In fact, it looked like she's not wearing anything at all. But I'm going to use NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Beige. This is a very kind of beigey toned color, and it's exact same as my natural lip color. And to top on that, just to give some little bit of extra color on the lips, I'm using Touch the Earth lipstick from MAC. This is from their mineralized range, and yeah, this completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.